Welcome to Breaking It Down. I'm your host, Guyer Baylog. I'm here today with a commissioner candidate for Presque Isle County, Rob Crook. Rob, thanks for joining us.
Good evening. How are we doing?
Rob, could you tell us a little bit about your background and why you got involved? I think you're in one of the most competitive races in Presque Isle. What brings you here?
Well, I was kind of recruited, so to speak, because of my background. I'm a retired plumber, HVAC technician from tech from Grand Rapids, and spent my life in construction. And then I'm retired now, of course. And the last few years I've spent on the board of directors where I live, in my homeowners association. But I really enjoyed the politics and the government of it all. Learning Robert's Rules of Order for conducting meetings, and so I've got time, and they needed somebody from my side, and so I said, sure, I'll take a stab at it. So here I am.
Now, you're running as a Republican, correct?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
And you're running as a Democrat, is that
Yes.
correct? Okay. Presque Isle County is so conservative and Republican, and they voted Republican for the last, who knows how many elections. How do you get a Democrat commissioner, and aren't you in a rural district?
Well, I'm in Presque Isle Township, which is more, people are from everywhere, because it's with the lakes and the lakefront properties. It's almost a retirement community, but the people are from all over the state and the nation. So in my neighborhood, you've got the signs are, the signage in the yards are pretty equal.
Really?
I'd say leaning a little more to the right. But as you get out into the county, or the Craco or Pulaski townships, I don't know. I don't think they ever talk about it. But I know my opponent is from that area and has lived here his whole life. I'm from the Grand Rapids area, and I've lived here now about 10 years. But I am I'm very conservative, and I think I was asked because my views are so conservative, and I think that's what they want to ensure moving forward with possibly a new red county commission.
So there's a red wave coming to the Board of Commissioners?
I don't want to use that word, but wouldn't that be nice? But I don't want to count my chickens.
What do you think, I guess, let's just say there is a red wave, and I think there's 5 commissioner seats in Presque Isle.
Yes.
What does that look like? Because it's 4-year terms now for commissioner, and what does a red wave
And
get?
they are somewhat staggered too, because I think 2 are on off season, off election years, and the other 3 are on. I'm not positive on that, so don't hang me on that. But, well, it would mean more conservative votes. For example, in my speaking with the sheriff and the sheriff's department, they would love for me to be involved because it would help lead them to more things that they want that seem to be out of their grasp through the votes, is what I'm told.
As far as backing the cops, stuff like that, is that
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Public safety.
And I'm assuming, Republicans they're supposed to be for fiscal conservatism.
Mm-hmm.
Would you call yourself a fiscally conservative
Oh, yes.
candidate? Okay. So as far as why you're running because you want to better serve your community because you don't feel your commissioner currently is. Is that fair to say, or?
Yes. Yeah. This long story short, that sums it up pretty nice.
Now, and I've seen you at several Republican events in Presque Isle. One big issue that's coming up fast, and it's close to your district, if not in your district, is the solar issue. And you could even see it at your Lincoln Day dinner in Presque Isle, how against solar those Republicans are. And in the countryside, you hear that issue coming up. You've got kind of a passion or interest in solar, do you not?
Well, I think I love gadgets. I love technology. I love solar, but I don't love it that much. I think it's a lot better than it was a few years ago, but we still have a way to go to perfect it. And it takes up so much space for so little of what you get. And I don't know. I don't think I'm in favor of tearing up beautiful farmland for solar or wind, but it's not up to me, that was a call made by Lansing.
Well, and I guess that's what I'm wondering is, we don't get much sun in Michigan, that's no secret. I mean, why are all of a sudden we getting all this solar? I mean, where's it coming from and how's it funded?
That I couldn't tell you. I don't know. I haven't accessed that information yet.
Okay. Now, from a commissioner level, obviously, there's an extent to what control you have over what comes into your county, local ordinances and whatnot. Do you think the public would want you to support massive solar projects? And by massive, I say 100 acres plus.
I would say, judging from my community and in conversation with the people that live in my area, no. Most of them are not in favor of it.
Do you find your other Republicans in the GOP, do you find them in favor of it at all, or?
I think if the people I am around and choose to be around are all sensible. I think, we know that in the future, solar may be a great way to go, but we're not quite there yet. But we're going to keep working at it, and, we have the best scientists in the world in America, and they'll get it right someday. It's just not going to be tomorrow.
Would you support increased rules to carefully select where these solar projects are so it doesn't hurt like the supply chain of farming and whatnot?
Yes.
Okay. Do you feel like other counties, I mean, is there a coalition you kind of see building at all? I mean, this isn't just Presque Isle, this is other counties.
No, it's everywhere. I mean, if you drive the state, I don't know if you, just a week ago, we went to Indiana, and the way we go to visit family there, we go through the middle of the state by Ithaca. That's a huge solar farm. Every year it seems to be growing and growing and growing. And I've watched it for years on that drive, and it's gotten bigger, and I just think it's ugly. But, what are we going to do with them when they're junk, when they break down? I mean, they don't repair them.
Right.
And they don't want to spend money to haul them out of there.
Right.
Just going to walk away? I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what the other end of this is going to look like yet, but I would like to be involved in figuring that out.
Do you see, as far as coordinating with other counties, I guess, to help kind of get this under control so it doesn't?
That would be great.
Speed out of, yeah.
That would be great.
Yeah.
And there's other things coming too, pretty soon, especially townships that have a lot of lake homes and water access. They're going to be pushing for these some septic inspections too. And I really want to be involved with that because I think maybe they're going the wrong direction. And being a retired plumber doesn't mean I know everything, but I know how it works, and I know what works and what doesn't. So I think that I would have a leg up on that issue.
Well, and you said retired plumber, and you mentioned some of your degrees, I think. What is your background as far as experience? What are you bringing to the table? Because it looks like there might be kind of a diverse board coming in from all different, areas, walks of life. What are you bringing to the table?
The mechanicals, like our courthouse is aging and needs some help, I think, for HVAC. I don't know. But I would know what equipment I would like to see put in place for the price, because sometimes you get sold a bill of goods. And we're going through this right now at the clubhouse where I live in our association. We're going to be replacing some HVAC that got damaged from the hailstorm, still not repaired. But we're going to be moving it, and I helped in choosing what we were going to use and where we're going to put it, and I think that helps. If you don't know anything about a boiler system for a big building like a courthouse, an older building, how do you know what to choose? Or what, contractors are going to come in and say, oh, this is the best thing going, and you're going to look at price because you don't know anything else. Well, I'm not going to look at price. I'm going to look at how long it's going to last, energy efficiency, things like that. I've been involved in construction in everything from the ground up my entire life, so I know what it takes to build buildings. I used to do road work, and so I know about drainage, asphalt, dirt work, grades, aggregates, so that's my strengths.
Now, you hear a lot about, and you guys manage budgets as commissioners, or at least that's what you're hoping to do. You hear a lot about, obviously, inflation and everyone's being overtaxed. Do you see the need for a millage increase or a millage to fund Presque Isle? Do you feel you're in good shape? Would you support increased taxes for Presque Isle residents?
I won't know till you get
there?
Till I get to put my eyeballs on it. I have my ideals and my thoughts, but I won't know till I see what's what.
Right. But you wouldn't be in favor of it if it wasn't?
Raising taxes?
Yeah.
I'll never be in favor of that, yeah. But, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
As far as what you've seen other counties do versus Presque Isle, have you kind of picked up anything that, oh, I like that, I'd like to see that here? Is there any kind of looking outside of Presque Isle and looking for ways to improve, or how would you like to improve the county, I guess?
Actually, I would like to preserve it. And I think we have a real gem, and I would not like to see it turn into like the west side of the state where I came from. That's why I moved here, is to get away from that. So I think we're doing a great job. I just think we need to maintain it. And, of course we have to usher in the future. So I just think it needs to be done carefully and slowly, and we don't need to be in any rush on anything, I don't think.
And so your election is on November 5th, and you can already vote absentee, is that correct?
Yes, if you've applied for your absentee. Otherwise, 10 days early, I think, it starts in Michigan. So you've got 10 days, and I do recommend for people to get out and vote early in lieu of election day problems. Just what I'm told from people I listen to.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on. Vote for me.
A large retail store just canceled a huge order, leaving us with a ton of extra My Pillows. But you know what? That's their loss. I'm going to make it your gain. For the first time ever, you get standard classic My Pillows for wholesale prices, only $14.88. I can't believe I'm even saying that. Only $14.88. But it gets even better. For a limited time, I'm going to offer my entire classic collection at wholesale prices. Upgrade to a queen size My Pillow for just $18.88. King size only $1 more. Get my body pillows for $29.88 and multi-use My Pillows for only $9.88. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on the screen. Use your promo code to take advantage of wholesale pricing for the first time ever on TV, including my standard size My Pillow, only $14.88. They've never been offered this low before. We have limited quantities at this price, so limit's going to be 10, and once they're gone, they're gone.